Welcome, everyone. Today we're talking about something that often gets overlooked or even avoided in leadership, caregiving, and faith communities: negative emotions. Rather than seeing emotions like sadness, fear, or anger as problems to fix, what if we began to value them as essential parts of the human and spiritual experience?
I often find myself reflecting on the nature of negative emotions. It's fascinating how we tend to shy away from them, viewing them as burdens rather than teachers. Anger, sadness, fear, they're not just obstacles, they're signals, urging us to pay attention. When I feel that knot of anxiety, I pause and ask myself, what is this trying to tell me? Embracing these feelings can be transformative. They reveal our deepest values and unmet needs. For instance, when I feel anger, it often highlights a boundary that's been crossed. Instead of suppressing it, I've learned to explore it, to understand its roots. This journey of emotional awareness isn't about wallowing in negativity. It's about cultivating resilience. By acknowledging and processing these emotions, I create space for growth and healing. Each negative emotion is an invitation to dive deeper into self-discovery, to emerge stronger and more aligned with who I truly am.
Each so-called negative emotion serves a critical purpose. Fear protects us from danger. Sadness allows us to grieve and recalibrate. Guilt reminds us when we've hurt someone, nudging us toward repair. Anger shows us where boundaries have been crossed or injustice exists. Even shame, in its healthy form, can foster humility and reflection. These emotions are not enemies, they are messengers. Rather than trying to suppress or deny hard emotions, we can begin to ask deeper questions. What is this emotion trying to teach me? What value is it pointing to? Reframing negative emotions means allowing ourselves and others to sit with discomfort long enough to find the wisdom within it. In American culture, we often chase high arousal positive feelings like happiness and excitement. But in many East Asian cultures, emotions like sadness or quiet humility are seen as equally valuable. They reflect balance, depth, and maturity. Valuing negative emotions can also be a countercultural act of compassion and reflection. From a Christian perspective, the Bible is filled with examples of faithful people who grieved, lamented, and cried out. Jesus wept. The Psalms are full of emotional honesty, and in the Beatitudes, Jesus says, "Blessed are those who mourn." In leadership, especially spiritual leadership, creating room for grief and moral struggle is an act of grace. Let's close with a few questions. What hard emotion might you be avoiding right now? What is it trying to say? Where have you seen growth through emotional struggle? And how can you hold space for the emotional lives of others? These questions don't have easy answers, but they're at the heart of resilient, compassionate leadership. Now celebrate your negative emotions because they matter, and they are there to help you. These are the key sources that inform this presentation. They represent research from psychology, theology, and cultural studies.